time for Pekin Panthers baseball. Streaming online on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Pekin Panthers, Michael Comstock.
Lamb comes to the plate. That was driven hard down the left field line. That's going to be in there. It's going to be all the way to the fence. Allison's going to come in to score easily. Henry Adams going to make his way into second with a stand-up double. So stand-up double for Henry Adams makes it a 1-0 lead for the Panthers. Henry lined that one right down the third base line. Landed about 5 feet in fair territory. Goes all the way to the fence. Swing and a miss. Runner's going to steal third and gets past him. Allison's going to have a... So that's going to be the first run of the game. Going to be an unearned run for the Falcons. Comstock comes set. That one's going to be driven into right. That's going to bring in a run. Panthers are going to be trailing 2-1. Deitch comes up, brings it in, and the runners will be at the corners. So Panthers trail 2-1. That's going to be hit hard on the ground to Brock. He bobbles it. That's going to be a run for the Falcons. So Panthers trail 3-1 now. Error on Brock. Comstock comes set. That's going to get past the catcher, bring home another run. Panthers trail 4-1 now. Comstock can't find the strike zone. Miller on deck. Loving pitch is hit on the ground. That's going to be in the hole. Cantrell makes the play, but not in time. So Henry Adams has an infield single that will bring in Glick. So Henry's got 2 RBIs on the night. Henry gets his lead at third. Cal in the box, full count. 1 out. Cal flies this one to left center field. Left fielder comes in. Not going to be able to make the play. It's going to fall in there. The bloop single is going to get Henry Adams home. So that makes it a 1-run deficit now for the Panthers. Loving take a long look in. Here's the delivery. Comstock hits that one hard on the ground. Gets through there. They're going to send Miller home. And he's going to come in and score the tying run of the game. So Comstock with a single to score Miller. Got between the third baseman and the shortstop. That misses way high. That's going to bring Glick around to score. And Allison moves up to third on the play. That's in the dirt, gets away. That's going to bring home Allison. Adam will move up to third, so everybody moves up 90 feet on the wild pitch. Loving comes set. Here's the delivery. Brock pops this one up on the left side. Could be trouble. And the center fielder, Loving, comes in and makes a sliding catch. There's going to be a play at the plate, and Henry's going to score on the head first slide. So RBI sacrifice fly for Elijah Brock brings in another run for the Panthers. 7-4 lead for the Panthers here in the fourth. Deitch drives that one out to left field. That's going to be in for a hit, and that'll bring in another run. Miller will come in to score. So RBI single for Hudson Deitch. That one goes behind him. That's going to bring everybody up 90 feet, so Riley will come in to score. Nick Nolan moves up to third, and Henry up to second. So the wild pitch leads to another run for the Panthers. Full count now on. That's going to go behind Deitch, so Glick is going to score easily on the play. Everybody else moves up 90 feet, so 2 runs scored on wild pitches this inning. That one gets past Smith, and that's going to bring home Cloxham. So he scores on the wild pitch. Milliken gets a lead at second. Riley lines that one up the middle. That's going to bring in 1 run. And they're going to hold Milliken at third. So there'll be runners at the corners. Comstock comes in and score on the single by Riley Smith. Woods is in right field. Took Beery's spot. That one's going to get past the catcher. That's going to bring home Milliken. And Smith moves up to second on the stolen base. Kelly comes set. That one's driven to left, right to center field. I misread that one. It's going to be a high pop fly. That should bring in a run. Smith is going to score on the sacrifice fly. Miller moves down to second. That's a line shot. That's going to be in the gap. It's cut off by Lamb. They're going to hold Miller at third. So Elijah with a ringing single out to center field. Good play by Lamb to get there and cut it off. That was going to be hit on the ground to Glick at short. He bobbles it. Not going to have time. Then he throws it almost into the Panther dugout. That's going to bring in 2 runs. They're going to try and get Lamb at second, and they can't catch it. So Glick's going to have a double error on the play. That'll bring in 2 runs for the Falcons. So there's an error on the fielding, and then there's an error on the throw. So that allows 2 runs to score for the Falcons. Brock comes to the plate, and it's in the dirt. That's going to allow a run to score. So Klopson will come in to score. Cantrell will move up to third on the wild pitch. Kelly at the plate, 0 for 1 on the night. He's walked twice and struck out. See if Brock can get out of it here. That one's going to be popped up, and Deitch makes the play at third, and that will end the game. So Panthers will pick up the win by a score of 14-8